Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Hear the Music. I am your host, Ms. Jojo. Every week, I interview artists, musicians, bands, or role models within the music industry. They get to share their story and their music. They get to be seen and heard right here, right now. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on where this episode is recorded, the Yagara and Turrbal people. I pay my respect to elders past, present, and emerging. Now, today on Hear the Music, we have the most sought after DJ. She has won the Drag Industry Award for Most Popular DJ 2 years in a row and multiple title wins at Miss Trans Australia. She has gained rave reviews for her sets in front of thousands at Mardi Gras Party, when she's not gracing our social media with love, positivity, and just fabulousness. She is maintaining residency at the Beresford Hotel, the Stonewall Hotel, and Arc Nightclub in Sydney. Now, let's welcome Miss Victoria Anthony to Hear the Music.
Hi, how are you, Jojo? Thank you
I'm
for
so
having
good,
me.
How are you? And thank you so much for joining me on Hear the Music. It's such an honor to finally get to meet you. Now, before we get into it, I want to show you something. It was just a bit of a montage of my clips of
What have
you
you
from
found
social
of me?
media.
Let me
I just
see.
thought it would be such a nice introduction of you because I think you're gorgeous and fabulous. And I'd love my audience to see that too. So let's show away. I love your elegance, babe. Like you just bring so much positivity.
Oh, this is pretty tame. Thank you.
We thought we'd start off tame and then we can go wild. Maybe the next time you come on. But look, thank you so much for joining me, Victoria. I guess tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, and how your music came about.
Okay, so I actually was born and raised in Bankstown, born in Bankstown Hospital out in the southwestern suburbs, 2200. And I have quite a musical mother. She likes to sing karaoke and she's Filipina, so I was singing karaoke at a very young age, and then she put me in dancing, and I really loved that. And I would do music stuff at school. I learned how to play the keyboard at a young age. So I've always really been involved in music. Nowadays, I sung in choirs in high school. I went at university, I studied music. Um, I and then I DJ, and that's what I enjoy doing. I love like curating music, and I've done that as well for like retail. And I just love seeing people dance and having a good time. And yeah, I decided to get into DJing. I do sing, but I don't know. Ever since I transitioned, I kind of was a little bit self-conscious about my voice, but I feel like I need to just squash that and then release some music somehow. I don't know how
So
that's going to
you
go down, but
produce
I want to make
music
it
as
happen
well.
sometime soon.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
maybe we could get you to do a demo. Maybe, I mean, if you wanted to give us a little bit of a demo of your beautiful singing voice, I'm sure it would be amazing.
Like right
Or is that
now?
too much putting you on the spot?
Okay. I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do. And when I was singing professionally, I actually sang like a lot of like crooner music, so like jazz and all of that stuff. So I don't know, maybe I
Ooh.
can sing a bit of Fly Me to the Moon or something.
Oh my God,
Fly
go for it.
me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars and Earth. Anyway, that's it for now.
Oh my God, that is beautiful, darling. I would love to hear you sing more, and maybe you really should consider singing more. Thank you for sharing that with us. I feel very honored. Uh, now, I want to talk a bit about your music as well. I know in 2013, you went on a gap year to New York City, and 1 year later, you returned as a woman. So, would you mind me asking you about that journey and why, when you went to America, you decided on that? Was it easier for you? Please, yeah, fill me in because I'm so intrigued.
Hmm. I don't know. I feel like I would recommend it to anyone because when you go away and you're by yourself, it really makes you think like what you want to do. And like I lived at home up until I moved to New York, so like my parents were supportive, but I think like they were still a little bit hard on me when it came to like gender stuff and sexuality. So it took me having to leave to decide, oh, that's what I want to do. And in New York as well, it's such a beautiful place, and there's just so many people that uh, are living however they want to live. So it just kind of inspired me to do it as well because I was just alone in my own apartment. I was paying my own bills and I was thinking, well, what do I really want to do with my life? And that's what I decided to do. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I guess, and I wonder, just, has it presented, um, I guess, more opportunities for you, do you think? Or has it raised any difficulties for you since the
Yeah.
transition?
I actually was talking to someone about that on Saturday when I was DJing. Like there was this like drunk gay guy that just came up to me and he's like, "Oh, I want to transition," and all of that. And then like I was just thinking about he was like saying, "Oh, oh, you look stunning," and all of that. And I said, "Well, it didn't take time, so like it took a lot of patience." And then I think as well, uh, you get to a point when you transition that, or like when you affirm your gender, you just go, I don't really care what people think anymore. Like I'm happy with my life, and this is how I want to live. And I just gave that advice because like he was like so scared of what people were going to think of him and all of that. And I said, like eventually, like I had that feeling too when I first transitioned. I felt like I had to be like so passable, and like everyone had to, I wouldn't want anyone to have a clue that I was trans. But then after that, you own it. Like you want to be visible. You want to be out there and just be yourself. So that's like the most important thing. And yeah, that's what I try to do. I just try to be visible and happy, and yeah, and share my
And that
music. I guess that's a way of me channeling like my positive energy as well to like let out like fun music and make people happy and dance. Yeah.
It's such a beautiful combination, I think. Music, I guess, and that's why we, have this music show. And I love music. I think it just brings us all together. But to be able to combine that, and I think beautiful words right there, Victoria, is to be yourself. I think we grow up worrying too much what people think. And I'm of
Mm.
a Lebanese background, and I'm married. It's actually my wife's anniversary today, the day that we're recording.
Wow.
And we got married on TV. So when you're Lebanese and you're worried about, you can't help but worry
Wow.
about what people think. But it's just so important.
To be visible as well, like how many people, like especially like maybe some like Lebanese lesbians would be watching that going like, wow, like that's so inspiring. And like, there's not, I think that's like you've done a first there, I'm pretty sure in Australia.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. To be
Thank
on
you.
TV and to just be owning who you are, that's
Uh,
absolutely incredible.
I think that's really important advice just to anybody, no matter what you're going through, what problems, present themselves. Just being yourself is just so, so, so important, and honoring and just not giving two fucks. Excuse my language. But I think that comes with age, don't you say, Victoria?
Mhm.
I think as we get older, we are more, we have more wisdom around that. So it's a lot
Yeah.
easier for us to own ourselves.
Mm. I think also it's like, yeah, I know like maybe at a bit earlier, like my parents are quite supportive now, but like, were they were like trying to tell me like, oh, I'm not a girl, you have to be like this is what boys do or whatever, this is how boys dress. So I just think that I just think like, yeah, as you get older as well, you're right. You do decide what you want to do and all of
Yeah,
that. And like, there's all of these things that kind of tie you down. Even high school's quite it's quite a like harsh
toxic
environment to
environment.
be who you are, or like it doesn't really allow for a lot of self-expression, you know.
Yes,
I
totally.
know now it's changed though. Like I've gone to like somewhere at Purple Days, and there's actually like trans kids there or gay like kids as well. Already they've like figured it out. So it's really nice to see that that's happening now, because like I never knew anyone trans, and when I came out, everyone was like, "Oh, we didn't like." They weren't supportive, and then the people who I could kind of tell that were like my rainbow family were in denial. So I just
Yeah.
still owned it, and I had no friends, but I think it made me stronger and made me who I am today.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think, like, do you think, obviously coming from an ethnic background, it made it harder for you to be yourself?
Yeah, I definitely like my dad really just cared too much what my extended family thought, and like we would have like problems with trying to go to the like family parties and all that stuff. I don't want to. I have
What?
to say, like, I feel really bad for saying all of this because like they are really supportive of me, and I
Yeah.
saw them
And
yesterday. Actually, I went out to Bankstown, but yeah, there was a difficult time, and I think maybe maybe also we just need to have more support for parents too, or something. I
could
think that's
not
it's just like they
agree.
just needed to be a bit more educated, and
Yeah,
then that might have just helped them a lot more. Like, I think it's probably not
100%.
even their fault. Like, how does a parent deal with that? Like, they don't have anyone that they know, or like
Could
even
you
back then it
imagine?
was, yeah,
Yeah.
it would be so
And,
much better.
with our family, with our parents, like, they're from an older generation, so for them, this is all new to them, and,
Mm.
my father is 76, 77, and my mum's in her late 60s, so and your dad, I think from what I, have read, your dad's Italian, yeah?
And my mum's
Yeah, so
Filipina, yeah.
Filipino, Italian, Lebanese, we come from these very, like, strong standing cultural backgrounds, and I think a lot of advice that I've also had to give people is just give them time. I
Yeah.
think time is sometimes time is the best, I guess the greatest thing on our side is time, because,
Mm.
they might not have, accepted it at that time, but it's been so long, and as time passes and then they see how happy you are, um, then they start to adjust, and it's just all new. So, so much love to your parents, because I know it would have been not only a journey for you,
Yeah.
but a journey for them. And yeah, I think we do need to acknowledge our parents just that little bit more and give them that love. So, yeah, I think that's so important.
Exactly.
Victoria, what does it mean to you? What does it mean for you to be trans?
I think it means it does mean to be happy, like with myself and being comfortable with myself, but also being visible and being able to inspire others to start the journey. Like, if anyone wants to start, they can always just message me, and I'm happy to help out, and I feel like yeah, happiness, like happiness in life, and like sometimes I think it's like, like I'm doing something more difficult to be happy, but wouldn't have it any other way. Like I'm really happy with how I'm living and everything. It's really great.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
me so happy. So
And
beautiful, babe.
protect trans kids. Protect
Yeah.
trans youth.
Yeah, and
100%.
I think, look, we're I guess I think now it's there is a lot more support, but I know there's a lot more conversations around trans children and even trans women in sports. I guess I know it's a hot topic right now. What is your opinion on trans women in sports?
Oh, I definitely think that they should be involved.
Mm.
Um, I feel like you know, we can't just sit there and then pretend that they don't exist. And it's not
Mm.
like there's a big portion of trans people who want to get into sport and all of that. I'm pretty sure, like there still are, but not in percentage to like everyone else who's in sport.
Mm.
And I feel like yeah, we've really got to like look into it and sort it out and include trans people. Like we need to include them. We can't just say, oh, they're not there, or like or not include them. Like if they want to do sport, they should be allowed to do it, And I
Yeah.
think there's so many benefits for being healthy and staying fit, and I think that the being in sport is very important. And I mean, like we love to like look after our body and everything. And I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of trans people who want to be involved in sport, and why not? Why can't we have them involved? And I think they should be included. And like we need to have more discussions. There needs to be more people talking about it and saying, "Oh, what are we going to do?" Or like give them a platform as well to voice their issues. And I think people will see that they just want to be a part of it, and it's then they don't mean any harm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think we need to just have more discussions about it. Like I think it's still very like new, and
Still
yeah, there
trying to
needs to be
navigate
just
our
more
way through it
support.
all, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
like anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what issues, other issues, trans people fighting for? Can you share some more light for our audience, just to give them, a little bit more of an idea of the issues that they face?
I think that well, for one, if you feel like if you know someone who's transgender and they want to transition, or you want to find ways to support them, you can go on transhub.org.au, and they have a lot of amazing resources for trans people and for people who are allies to trans people. And they have a lot of information about services and all of that on there. But I think like if we're just talking about um, just like the overall spectrum of trans people and like how I feel like people just need to know that we don't mean any harm, that we want to just be happy, we just want to live our lives, we want to like we want to be a part of the world, like we're here, like it's like you can't just ignore us. And I think that yeah, we don't want to bring any hate into the world. And I just think that it's it's a really hard one for me to answer, but like I just think that people some people will just judge me straight away for being transgender, and I don't think that they necessarily have to, because I don't mean any harm or anything. So yeah, it's like we're just here and we're just trying to live our lives and be happy. And I think as much support as you can give us would be amazing, so we can keep like being happy and continuing to flourish in the world. And I think, yeah, that we have a lot to offer as well. Like there's a lot more that we can give the world, and we're all human beings, and we just want to express ourselves and be happy. Yeah, that's it. I mean,
Jojo,
yeah, there's a lot of issues going on in the world. I'm pretty sure there are other countries as well that like have it a lot worse, or don't even like it's maybe illegal to be transgender. And
Yeah. Look, what I want to show you, Victoria, is one of my favorite clips of you on socials. I really want to talk about this collaboration with P&O. I just love this video so much. So let's bring it on.
All I've been doing during the travel ban is watch movie after movie
I just got to say, this made me laugh so hard.
after
I've
movie.
seen this clip like 1,000 times. I think you're fabulous. So amazing. So please tell us a little bit more about this collaboration. I think it's so exciting and wonderful to see your face there.
oh my God. Okay. So I actually got asked to do that like last minute. And see, this is what I'm talking about, like including trans people. Like I think like they realized, oh, we need to have someone trans. So then they asked me, and I DJ. So it was perfect for them. They were like, we need someone who can DJ on the boat. She can do it. She can come on. She's trans. And like, yeah, I'm really grateful that they included me, and then also they also gave them an opportunity to look over their like gender and trans policy for their business. So I put them in touch with another trans girl, Catherine Wolfgram, and she looked over the policy and said it was really good. And yeah, I love that that they're doing. It's going to be the first of its kind, like a gay cruise, like an LGBT plus cruise from Sydney to Melbourne. And so yeah, everyone, if you want to come along,
When isn't
it would be a great. It's in I think it's in November. It's sometime at the
Oh,
end of the year, but if you go on their website, you'll find it. And
yeah.
yeah, like it's the first of its kind in Australia. That
Oh,
yeah, there's two that are going to happen this year. I think it's November and December. I'm not quite
and
sure,
you
but
will
yeah,
be
on the
there. Will you be on
website.
the cruise as well?
I am. I am. I'm gonna be on it, and it's actually my first cruise. Like I've never been on a ship before, so
Yeah,
like
you'll love it.
I can't wait to do it. It will be amazing.
Oh, it will
Yeah.
be. It will be. Now, look, before we wrap it up, where can your fans, where can people see you play? I did mention that, you maintain residency at the Arc and Stonewall and Beresford Hotel, but, have you got any big gigs coming up soon?
Well, Arc is unfortunately closed. I love the place, and I DJ'd there. It's probably one of the first places I performed as well. Um,
Is it closed
when I
permanently?
started out. It's closed. It's just closed at the moment. People are
Okay,
saying that it's going to
I
reopen.
hope.
People say it's not. I don't know. I hope it does. But at the moment, I'm DJing around the Strip, Oxford Hotel, Stonewall Hotel, Beresford, Universal tonight on Wednesdays, Newtown Hotel. There's Poof Doof like at the Ivy. So yeah, you can catch me around. Just check out my social media, and you'll see me. Yeah, see
Yeah, so
where I'm up to.
let,
Just tag
let everyone
along.
know, what is your social media? Where can people find you, Victoria?
Miss Victoria Anthony, and you can find me. You can find me on my link tree, and I'm joking. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and all of those social media apps that we're using nowadays.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, well, Victoria, I really want to thank you so much for joining me on this episode. It's just so wonderful to connect with you. I think you're amazing. And I think everyone should go and follow you because you really do. You fill my feed with so much love. So, keep on posting because I really love watching you. And I just think you're fabulous. So, thank you so much for joining me on Hear the Music.
Thank you. You too, Jojo. Thanks so much for having me.
Beautiful. And oh, great, guys. How amazing is Miss Victoria? I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Now, that wraps up this episode, but we do have an extended version on our podcast, which you can listen to on Spotify. So if you want to hear more about what we spoke about, head over to our podcast and listen to it right now. But that wraps up episode 5, and I hope you enjoyed Miss Victoria Anthony as much as I enjoyed chatting to her. All right, guys, until next time, be happy, live your life, and just be yourself. Bye for now. Mwah. See ya.